headed to SeaTac again. First things first, I went to the Delta Lounge and got some food and coffee and just relaxed before my flight. I had like a 5:30 a.m. flight, so I was pretty tired and in need of coffee. So on the plane, I just relaxed and enjoyed the views and started a new book called The Creative Act. But yeah, come along with me as I travel to Utah and Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, so I just made it to Utah and I just got checked into my hotel and just like unpacked and everything, and my family's not gonna be here until like 3 p.m. so I think I'm just gonna take myself to lunch. So I actually used to live in Utah. My first job out of college was in Orem, and this girl that I used to work with opened a store in this like 9th and 9th area in Salt Lake City. So I just headed to that area to find some food and check out her shop. So hi Ashley, if you're watching. I just remember Ashley talking about opening a market like this at work, and it's so cool and inspiring to see that she did it. I think that they opened in 2015, but I could be wrong. Anyways, it's called Salt and Honey, and it is just the cutest store. I love everything about it. She has like home decor and stationery and clothing. And then there's like a market section where there's like vintage and jewelry and handmade items. But if you're ever in the area, definitely check it out, Salt and Honey Market. And then after that, I went to find some food, and I just ended up getting a smoothie from this little smoothie bar. And then I continued shopping around. There were so many cute stores all along this block, and I had time, so I just kind of strolled around and checked out all of the cute shops. This store called The Stockist had the cutest jewelry, and I really wanted to go home with this horseshoe ring, but I ended up not buying it. But I did get this hat, and I picked up the Slug Mag, which is just a free local magazine. So I got some greeting cards. I'm staying with my aunt. I'm actually following them back to Phoenix after this trip, and I'm gonna stay with them a few days. So I got her this little thank you. I got this little good luck card. I thought like putting these in picture frames, just like side by side, would be really cute. Anyways, I will catch up with you later. Bye. It is now the next day, and we ended up going to breakfast at this place called Eggsburg. And while we were in Salt Lake City, this light rail was free, so we ended up taking it all over and just exploring. there was just like a huge rainstorm and thunderstorm. I just got ready and we're gonna head over to the baseball game now. So let's go. So I don't think I've mentioned yet why we were in Utah, but it's because my cousin's husband is a pitching coach for the Oklahoma City Dodgers, and they had a bunch of games in Salt Lake City. And my aunt mentioned to me that they were going and invited me along, so of course I said yes, especially because I don't get to see them that often. But anyways, that's my aunt, and then my cousin and her husband is in the dugout, and those are their 3 kids. And that's why we went to so many baseball games while we were in Utah. Good morning. It is Friday. I got up really early and just did like a quick run and went and got coffee already. And now I think we're gonna go get some breakfast at the hotel and then go to Park City. So that should be really fun. And then we're gonna go to another baseball game tonight. Let's go. So we just got back from the game and it's like almost 10 o'clock. We had so much fun. We got to go like down on the field and take pictures and watch like they had a drone show that we got to like watch from the field, which was really cool. But I'm just gonna finish editing my vlog that's going up on Saturday and then go to bed because I'm really tired and it's like 10 o'clock. All right, night 3. So almost as soon as we sat down, a big rainstorm came through and delayed the game, and it got super windy and it was just really crazy. So everyone was just under the stands trying to stay out of the rain. But finally the game did continue on. So it's the next morning and I had an earlier flight than the rest of my family to Phoenix. So I ended up getting there a lot earlier than them, but luckily the Delta Sky Lounge was right at my gate, so I was able to just hang out in there for a little bit. Once they arrived, I headed back to my aunt and uncle's house because that's where I was staying for the rest of the trip while I was in Phoenix. And that evening we cooked spaghetti and had everyone over. Then the next day we went to the mall, and I guess because there's air conditioning at the mall, a lot of people go there to walk in the mornings. And then my cousin Tara took the day off and I got to spend the rest of the day with her and her baby. And so we went out to sushi. And then that evening there was just a classic desert thunderstorm. I didn't take as much video as I would have liked to while I was in Phoenix, but it was so great to catch up with all of my family and see them because I don't get to see them that often. Alright, it's my last day in Arizona. and we're gonna head to the airport. On the way to the airport, I did have one request. I wanted to stop at In-N-Out, so my aunt took me there and we just got burgers. We don't have In-N-Outs in Washington State that I know of, and I just love their cheeseburgers, so that's what we did. And then at the airport, I stopped in at Starbucks and I saw that they're still selling this tumbler with my art on it that I made in like 2014, which is really, really cool to see. Don't get me wrong, but it does feel a little dated. I don't know if it just did well or if they bought too many of them and they just have to sell through it, but yeah, pretty neat. So that's going to be all for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry it was a little all over the place, but I promise I'll get better at filming. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you in my next video. Bye!